Nanxi is famous for its plum chicken and fireflies, but besides these things, Nanxi also has lychees, and those are popular as well. Nanxi is surrounded by mountains with picturesque scenery, and it has Zengwen Reservoir, hiking trails, quaint villages, and Guidan hot springs. It's the perfect place to escape from chaos and to relax your spirits as you indulge in some outdoor activities. Hey, David here, and guess where I'm at? I'm at Zengwen Reservoir, and it's the largest reservoir in all of Taiwan. And this beautiful building here is the Eye of Zengwen Reservoir, and also happens to be the information center of this place. The Eye of Zengwen Reservoir is in the middle of the Zengwen Reservoir scenic area, and it's also a tourist information center. The building took its inspiration from the shape of an eye, and it's very unique. Nature is reflected off the building's facade as it virtually blends into the surrounding views. It really is pretty. On the second floor is an art and culture exhibition space. It's a great place to check out. The Zengwen Dam measures 133 meters in height and 400 meters in width, so it's big enough for large vehicles to drive on. The dam is roughly 930 million cubic meters in volume and has 3 radial gates. It truly is a magnificent feat of engineering. That's a massive structure. We're on top of the dam of Zengwen Reservoir, and it's 400 meters wide. And as you guys can see, the water level is very, very low right now, so make sure you guys conserve water at home and shut off that drippy tap. This truly looks epic. You can see the spillway from the observatory, and the view here is fantastic. Zengwen Reservoir has a rich biodiversity, and you can see crested serpent eagles here, along with many other bird species. The lake created by the dam has a view worthy of your indulgence. The Tainan city bus can take you to Zengwen Reservoir. This observatory looks really cool. You can take the elevator up to admire at the views. Look at that $1 million view. We're on top of the Zengwen Reservoir Observatory, and here you can see the vast lake created by the damming of Zengwen River. This observatory is circular in shape, so you can see the lake from all angles. But a view isn't complete without a cup of coffee. You know, if you've been following the show for long enough, you know that I really like coffee, and to be able to enjoy coffee with a view like this really is something. Simply looking at the lake from afar is not enough. A boat ride is a must. One thing I really want to try is the boat tour they have here, and I think the dock is just down that way, so let's go. You know, we're in the dry season right now, so the dock is actually all the way down there. Let's go. It's easy enough going down, but I can't wait to climb back up this thing. Where you board a boat depends entirely on the water level. Currently, the water at the reservoir is very low, so you must walk down 200 flights of steps to reach the boat. Phew, you've got to be fit to do this. The boat ride is tons of fun. You get to see the reservoir from a new perspective, and you may even be able to see eagles. A guide also accompanies you along for the boat ride. There's also Wild Boar Island. Once near, the boat will start playing opera, which attracts the boars, and you get to feed them as well. Next time you have the chance of visiting Zengwen Reservoir, you'd have to experience the boat ride firsthand. Hey folks, we're at the Creekside Recreation area. Now you wouldn't believe if I don't tell you, but this lush green park used to be a construction yard for the dam. It's where they kept all the machinery and material. They even have a water park here, and it's a really good place to cool off, especially on a hot summer's day like this. And the water is very clean. In fact, it came from the reservoir itself. This place covers some 8 hectares. Besides having a water park, it has other recreational facilities as well, along with some landscaping. It's the perfect place for a picnic, bird watching, or simply taking a stroll. A few kilometers downstream from the dam, they've got a old campsite that's been repurposed into a lovely herbal garden complete with its own bike trails. This place smells like natural herbs. There's a patch of lavenders here, along with many different plants. For those of you who like herbs, you can drop by for a walk and take some photos. The administrative authority of Zengwen Reservoir is very keen on keeping this place as sustainable and ecological as possible. For example, this artificial wetland behind me is actually within their administrative sector and has a lot of wildlife in it. I see a bunch of frogs down there, and there's a couple of ducks down there as well. Zhenwen Reservoir has many gazebos where you can kick back and relax. There are many trees, plants, and ecological habitats for you to enjoy around these gazebos, and it's a perfect place for a nature getaway. With its completion in 1973, Zhenwen Reservoir was one of Southeast Asia's largest reservoirs, and 40 years later, it's still the largest reservoir in all of Taiwan. But it's so much more than just a reservoir and a hydroelectric power plant. In fact, you can do a lot of the recreation activities here. You can go for bike rides, there's hiking trails, and even a cafe on top of a very tall observatory. So next time you guys are in Nanxi, definitely come up to Zhenwen Reservoir and check it out for yourself. Besides plums, Nanxi also has tons of other fruits. In fact, Nanxi is known as one of the fruit capitals of Taiwan. And here we are at a place that specializes in fruit dishes. If there's one thing that never ceases to surprise me in Taiwan, it's the fact that people are really good at turning anything into awesome food. So let's go check it out. Oh wow, these look delicious. 小郑可不可以帮我们介绍一下？
可以啊，没有问题。这个是我们就是综合的水果。来去做一个叫做水果虾球。
And besides guava, let's see, it's got watermelon and it's got pineapples and all sorts of other fruits and melons. You guys aren't going to believe what this is. This is guava. And stuff like that's actually kind of hard to find in North America where I'm from. But in Taiwan, it's very prevalent. And I've never imagined that it would go so well with shrimps. So again, these are wax apples, and fruits like these are pretty hard to come by anywhere else but Taiwan. And dragon fruit sauce, it's definitely very unique. It's really pretty to look at. You know, it's hard to believe, but usually when I think fruits, they're kind of like side dishes or garnishes, but in this case, they are the main characters. And in this case, the wax apples, like the crunchiness, actually complements the shrimps really well.
这个是菠萝虎掌，它是用凤梨，然后跟炖肉去炖煮而成的。
Oh, wow. You know, these dishes, not only are they really tasty, but they're really fun and pretty to look at. So this is meat stew in pineapples. Literally, it's inside a pineapple. And what happens is that when you stew pork and pineapple, the enzymes from the pineapples actually soften the meat. So let's see how soft they really are. The flavor is fantastic. You know, there's a lot of like sweet and sour dishes elsewhere, but usually they're made of artificial condiments. But in this case, it's all natural. And because of the enzymes, the meat is very, very tender. So these are alfalfa banana rolls. Let's take a look inside. So inside the roll, it's got a bunch of alfalfa and bananas, of course. And but I think the most unique aspect is that it's got these fried parsley. And that adds a bit of a kick to this whole combination.
这一道是石果黄金鱼。
So you're supposed to eat it, fish and fruit and all together. It tastes very refreshing. The fruits when combined with perch. This is perch, by the way. It's fantastic. And I see it's got a lot of different fruits in there. It's got apples, it's got watermelon, it's got pineapples too. What inspired you to do this dish?
因为一般人在吃鱼的话，都会觉得不喜欢它有一点腥味。那我们用南瓜去当底。
哦，原来还有南瓜当汤底。So it's actually got pumpkin as the soup base. That's the other flavor I couldn't figure out initially. Man, that was a very delicious and healthy meal, and I've definitely had my serving of fruits today. Next time you guys are in Nanxi, definitely give these fruit dishes a shot, and I think I'm going to try to make my own at home. Hey folks, we've arrived in Lutaoyang, and we're on our way to find a historic settlement. I think it's down there somewhere, so let's go. As you walk into this neighborhood, you'll see many Fujian-style buildings and a large pond. Hey, I found the Zhang family settlement, and in front of the settlement, and before we go in, they have this crescent-shaped pond. And in Chinese feng shui, it's always a good thing to have a pond in front where you live. The Zhang family settlement is the most representative building cluster in this area, with many intact Fujian-style buildings. During the Qingming festival every year, members of the Zhang family will come back to honor their ancestors. While the settlement is currently under renovation, you can see that the settlement is positioned in line with the ancestral shrine. All 136 houses laid out squarely around it. A myriad of brick and tile houses, bamboo houses, and concrete houses all reflect typical Taiwanese farming village architecture. This is an example of a tokatsu, or a rammed earth house, and it's very traditional rural Taiwanese architecture. If you look here, it's basically mud mixed with rice husks over a underlying bamboo structure. This particular tokatsu was first built in 1947, but it was renovated and restored a few years ago. In the middle of the Zhang family settlement is a very tranquil courtyard with a nice orange pond, and it's a perfect place to relax on a hot day like today. This is the ancient well that supplies water to the settlement, and as you can see, it's still clean enough and it's still being used to this day. The historic Zhang family settlement really is a fantastic place to visit, but it's not just a historic relic, it's very much still alive. In fact, many of the Zhang family descendants still live here, so next time you guys come, be sure to be respectful and not to disturb the residents here. We're at Shenkong Temple. There's lots of landscaping here. You can see many of what Nanxi has to offer here as well. It's the perfect place for a nice stroll. There's the suspension bridge. Let's go. Hey, this is the Yongxing Suspension Bridge, and it sits right on top of Zengwen River. You know, this place is great. You know, it's away from the city, it's very quiet, there's birds, and in fact, this is one of my favorite fishing spots. As it turns out, Nanxi has hot springs as well. The Guidan Hot Springs is very famous and has become quite popular with visitors.
Hi, I'm Vera, and I'm now in Guidan, and here is the hot spring park. So follow me and let's go to have hot spring. This is the owner of this hot spring park, Mr. Lai. Hello, Mr. Lai.
你好，主持人，各位观众，大家好。
Could you tell us the stories about Guidan and what's the histories about this place?
Both the Plains Aborigines and Han Chinese live in the Guidan area. Rumor has it that the name Guidan has its roots in a language spoken by the Plains Aborigines. From this, we see that the hot springs is a valuable resource in this area.
阮这个孤单内面的定时资源啊，有5种水啊，做金木水火土。
Gold is represented by the alkaline spring water, while wood speaks to the water's distinct odor that smells like rotting wood. Soil signifies the mud present in the water, and fire denotes the hot spring's fiery origin. And of course, water itself represents the mountain springs. To have such unique hot springs really is Guidan's most treasured natural resource.
What's the correct way to taking a hot spring bath?
咱伫北野温泉区咯，一骨早也困啊，大家浸温泉啦，像伫遐耍水。其实咧，对温泉的资源来讲，有一点仔可惜。
At Guidan Hot Springs, they've divided the water into small pools according to the temperature. The owner is very serious when it comes to hot springs and is very willing to share the proper ways of soaking in hot springs.
一般吼，咱都会看到电视节目，一个水姑娘啊浸温泉啊，就拿一支水库啊伫遐压着哦，啊无就用手伫遐和和。其实咧是唔对的。
The best way to enjoy hot springs is to relax your body. This way, the pores in your skin can open up in order to sweat out. Make sure the water hot enough to make you sweat in 5 minutes. Next, lie down flat on the ground until the sweating stops. Repeat the cycle 3 times in order to truly relax. The way to enjoy hot springs here is very unique, but it's in accordance to the research done by the Taiwan Hot Springs Research Center. There are many instruction signs here, as the owner would like the visitors to know how to truly enjoy hot springs.
I feel so relaxed having a hot spring. So next time when you come to Guidan, you can stop by and take a hot spring bath. You will have full energy back to your work.